This is the Inergize Elite with the chiller heater. I just finished setting it up and using it for the first time, so I wanted to give my initial feedback, some thoughts that I had on it, and ultimately if I think this thing is worth it. I had a couple different cold plunges here, and this one is actually relatively different, and I think you will find it very interesting, the different things it can do, just the different way it's set up from all the other ones that I've had. I find it very interesting. So first off, let's talk about setup. This was very easy to set up. It just came in a box. It's got a couple of parts. I will say that the chiller is extremely heavy compared to some other ones that I had, but not really a big deal. It also is a chiller and heater, which I think is very interesting. Look at this. This thing looks like a powerful computer. So it goes down to, I believe it was 37 degrees is what it claims, and up to 104. So that means you have a cold plunge and a hot tub at the same time for a very similar price to ones that are just cold plunges. And I do want to give some notes on this thing here. So first off, this thing looks beautiful. It looks like a computer type deal. From the side, it's just like very sleek, 0.8 horsepower, so very strong, everything you're going to need. Also very easy to set up. You've got some filters right in here that you can just pop off. Oop. You have a simple in hose and a simple out hose. I could turn this on and off right here. Overall, the setup on this thing was very easy to do. And I think I had the whole thing from like uninflated in a box to actually set up putting water in it in under 10 minutes. It was very easy. Now this is inflatable, and that was something I always thought about, was like, if something's inflatable, is it going to be good? Well, let's do a little test, shall we? Now, fair warning, I have not done this ahead of time, so I probably should have checked, but I think it was gonna be fine. Ugh. Like, this is solid right here. Like, I'm standing on the middle of it, a little bit of bend to it, but this is like, this is legit right here. So the good thing about that is that it goes down to 25 pounds. So you uninflate this thing with like a pump, you knock it all down, you got 25 pounds that you can just pick up, carry around. You go to something like the Desert Plunge, which I also really like the Desert Plunge, but this one, you're not gonna be able to like pick it up. This thing weighs a ton. I can't pick it up by myself. This I could put in my backpack, maybe not in my backpack. I could put it in a bag and just carry it somewhere very, very easily. Bike pump, you don't need a motor. You just blow that bad boy back up. You're good to go. It's not a bike pump. It's like a pump that comes with it. And it's very easy to do is what my point is here. So that's pretty cool. And before we get into a couple other things, I want to say that like the cold plunges have really helped me out. If you're thinking about getting one, I would probably start with like the most basic version possible. But if you're looking to go to the next level, I think this is a very solid option for a very reasonable price with a very strong like chiller that comes with it, and you got the hot tub option. So very, very solid, I would say. And there is a link down below. You can get a discount that you can't get other places. So if you're interested in buying one of these, you want to support the channel, there is a link down below. Really appreciate it if you check that out. But for me, cold plunges have really helped more mentally than anything else. Just doing hard things consistently, waking myself up in the afternoon, even helps me sleep better at night. So like there's a lot of positive benefits that I have gotten personally out of cold plunges, and this one's good as well. So let's go back into it. It comes with these little clips, which is good because it helps keep the kids out. So just for like security, I don't have to worry about my kids breaking in. And if you open this up, you got your cold plunge in here. It is very, very deep, I will say that. So like when you sit in here, you can see that it like goes up to my head, so I can't put my arms on the side. It's very deep. So even as somebody who's 6 foot, I'm gonna be totally fine sitting inside of this thing, and it would probably be good for up to like 6'5" plus. This is probably the deepest one I've ever been in. So that's really nice. Now I did try turning this to hot, to turn it into a hot tub. And it took, I think it was about 5-6 hours to go from 40 degrees up to, I think I got it to like 100 something. I forgot what it was at. It was close to 100 degrees. And that was pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty warm. But that's really cool. It was a legit, it felt like a hot tub with just hitting a button. So you could cold plunge in the morning and then hot tub at night. It's gonna take a lot of energy to do that probably. But it's generally, I think like 7 to 8 Fahrenheit per hour for the cooling and heating. So if you got water that's like 60 degrees, give yourself like 3 or 4 hours, you're either gonna have a hot tub or you're gonna have a cold plunge, depending on what direction you go. And it's just a couple clicks to make that happen. So I think that's a really interesting and unique thing that makes this cold plunge different than a lot of the other ones, or especially this chiller. It's just such a more solid chillers than the ones that I had on like Amazon. So it also came with some cleaning products that we have here, an odorizer, and then a sanitizer, which is chlorine free. Also has some testing strips. So I have not actually used these yet. I'll give that update in the next video I do on this in a bit. But it also came with this. Now, again, I haven't taken this out of the box yet, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna go, well, let's find out. This is gonna go right here. And then you can have your phone or whatever you want just hooked up to this. So if you want to watch something while you're in the hot tub, or you want to time yourself or anything like that, you can just hook your phone up to this arm. Something that is super unique about this. That's really cool. I'll have to test that out as well. Now, maybe one of the only downsides of this is it's gonna be higher in order to get into. You can kind of see the comparison here, where this is the Desert Plunge, and you can see the thickness of this. And then this is the Inergize, and this is definitely thicker, so it's a bigger step to get into. That being said, it covers you more. So I kind of like that, but if you're somebody who's not super mobile, then maybe you need something that's a little bit lower, a little bit more shallow. Although honestly, it's pretty similar. They're not very different. Size-wise, it's 51 inches long, 27.5 inches wide, and 30 inches tall. So I can very comfortably dunk my head in this. A little more info on the chiller. It pushes about 348 gallons per hour, which means the entire tub cycles about 3 times per hour. Plus it has a 20 micron filter and ozone sanitation that keeps your water way cleaner than the DIY setup. Noise-wise, it's about 65 decibels with the compressor going, so it's pretty quiet. Now I've turned this off because I'm about to clean this out, but it's pretty much got the power button, you got Wi-Fi, ozone, refrigeration, heating, defrosting. You just change this here. It was up at 106 is what I had it set to. I don't even know if it goes as high. It says it goes to 108, but we'll see. And then if we bring it down, I can't really see this. Could bring it down to 37 is as low as we can go here. And then you could just turn that on. If we wanted to power it on, we could do that, but I'm gonna keep it off right now. Now this has a 4-step filtration system. So you're gonna have clean water and a long chiller life. So ultimately, if you're thinking about getting a cold plunge that also has a hot tub capability and is solid, especially for the price, I think this is a no-brainer. Like I said, there is a code down below that you can use and a link to get an exclusive discount. Also helps support the channel a lot. And I really look forward to using this a lot more. I've only got to use it a couple times so far. If you have any questions that I didn't cover in this, feel free to drop a comment down below. Happy to answer as many as I can. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.